Hey guys, my name is Vanessa and I am an alcoholic. My sobriety date's October 8th, 2017, and today I want to talk about the tortured artist. When I was a little girl, I always told my parents that I was going to be an artist. I didn't know how I was going to make money doing that, and I still don't. I loved painting and I loved writing, and I told myself, I guess I'm just going to have to illustrate my own books. Like, this is what I'm going to grow up to do. Well, as I grew up and I got older, I started kind of discovering different artists that really interested me, that I felt kind of resonated with me. And during this time, I started realizing this pretty obvious thing. It's that they were all tortured artists. And so I was like, well, in order to create good art, that means that I also have to be experiencing some type of anguish to create good things. Otherwise, my art is not going to be good. This is an interesting point because, as I mentioned in my last video, I'm a huge believer whatever we are absorbing into our brain is affecting and impacting our behaviors, our psyche, our belief system. I don't know if I was depressed and I sought out artists that were also depressed, or if I was seeking out artists that were depressed and that made me depressed. You know, I kind of relied on my mental illness and alcoholism to create what I thought was good art. And that wasn't always the case, by the way. A lot of it was crap, and I threw away a lot of it. The fact of the matter is that the tortured artist thing, it just isn't accurate. There have been a lot of studies done on the relevance of mental illness and creativity, and there just isn't a direct link. There isn't enough evidence to show that mentally ill people are any more creative than anyone else, and doctors or lawyers or anybody else. The other reason why this whole tortured artist thing kind of annoys me is because it really fetishizes what can be a really detrimental health condition. I didn't seek help for a lot of years because I just thought that if I got sober or if I got help for my bipolar disorder, that I wouldn't be able to create anything anymore. Nothing could be further than the truth. But I was just romanticizing all of these ideas of what I thought an artist, a successful and impactful artist, were. Now that I'm sober and in recovery, I kind of see that it actually takes a lot more creativity to create things with meaning and value than being under the influence of something. But I know so many people that are like, if I stopped, doing drugs or I stopped using, I wouldn't be able to create artwork anymore. And if that's the case, that's really sad. Because I think that you could definitely create things when you're sober. We have magnificent brains that are God-given to us, and we definitely can make use of them when they're not under the influence of something in much better ways, by the way. And overall, the whole tortured artist thing just isn't true. This thing that they all die from suicide or overdoses. Salvador Dali, one of the greatest artists ever, he lived to be 85. He was weird and funky the whole way through, and that was totally fine with him. And with me. Really, I just want to get across the point that I truly do believe that we are all created in God's image. That means everybody is. And God was one of the most creative beings ever. And I think that that's in you, and I think that that's in me, and I think that's in the person that I don't like. I think that everybody has this spark of magic in them to create beautiful things, and I don't think that we're supposed to be suffering for it. If you're sitting there saying, I'm not a creative person, that's not true. Everybody's creative and creates art in different ways. You can do this through a relationship, the way that you love somebody. You can do this through a joke and the way that you make somebody laugh. You can do this through a story that you tell. Everybody has a way of expressing their own arts, and you may not even be aware that you're doing it. If you create arts, you're a creative person, you're under the influence of anything, you don't have to be. You're just as magical and creative without the substance, and probably even more so. So thanks for watching. Please be sure to comment and criticize me all you want. Love you. Bye.